Governor Gavin Newsom joining the governors of Washington State and Oregon today and issuing an advisory urging Californians to avoid unnecessary out-of-state travel, and people traveling into the state now being asked to quarantine for 14 days. News Channel 3's Taylor Begley live at Palm Springs International Airport with more on the potential impacts of this. Taylor.
Yeah, John, because of the pandemic, it's going to be a very different holiday season. And that message, the advisory is new, but that message has been echoed by county health officials in the past. And they did also provide some suggestions to go virtual with those extended family members and try to stick with just your household. But if you live near some other family members, you can have them stop by in the backyard for a little bit, get socially distant in the fresh air, so you can still see those extended family members that we all look forward to seeing during the holiday season. But travel, it is not encouraged, and this advisory, it just furthers that message.
It isn't a ban, it isn't a restriction, this is an advisory.
According to the California Department of Health, coronavirus cases in the state are rising at a concerning rate since the beginning of November. The possibility of overwhelming the state's healthcare system is what led to the decision to join Oregon and Washington in implementing a travel advisory less than 2 weeks before the Thanksgiving holiday.
Family gatherings of multiple families is one of the drivers of our increase in cases.
Jose Arbayo from Riverside County Health encourages residents to consider staying home this holiday season.
What we're hoping for is that the community, the public, as they travel, if they have to, during these holidays, that they'll abide by these guidelines, because in reality this is the way that we're going to turn this around.
Here at the Palm Springs Airport, travelers are landing to the news that now California is recommending a 14-day quarantine when entering the state.
Well, I think it's a major inconvenience, but the virus is real and we don't like the timing is, once again, not very good.
If I found out I had to quarantine for 14 days, I don't know what I would do because we're only here for 6 days.
Dr. Galley from the California Department of Health acknowledges the fact that it's difficult to enforce in a state of 40 million people. Instead, he encourages Californians to have personal responsibility.
We certainly hope that the fact that it's an advisory doesn't lessen the voice and the emphasis on how important it is.
I have not heard of any enforcement element of it.
Now, Dr. Galley was asked about future enforcement, and he said if the situation doesn't get better, it is a possibility. Everything is fluid. Live in Palm Springs, Taylor Begley, News Channel 3.